champions again, ole ole. Manchester City 3, West Ham 1. We've won the league. It's over. Finally, we've done it. We made it to the end. What a title race that was. Oh my God. Arsenal took us all the way to the end, but we come out on top, as we always do, and that's it. We make history. 4 in a row. We did it. Honest to God, I can't believe it. I'll be honest, it would be a lie to say I did not have a few doubts halfway through the season. There were some times when I thought, 4 in a row? It's not been done before. Maybe there's a reason why, but no. Never, ever doubt this team. Because, wow. Foden and Rodri, the two people who scored against West Ham, they're the two people that have put this team on their backs and carried us there. Specifically Foden as well. Absolutely just incredible. But yeah, we finish on 91 points. Arsenal on 89. We win it by 2 points. And there's just been so many moments this season that just we never gave in. And yeah, honestly, what an emotional day it was. 4 in a row. Honestly, it was one of the most emotional titles we've done. I mean, the treble was special, obviously. The Aston Villa comeback and stuff, but that was really emotional, I can't lie. 4 in a row. Just amazing. But, as usual, we'll do the classic. We'll go through each player, see the ratings, just like any other game. We've won the league, but, we stick to the classic day after review schedule. So, as usual, we shall start with Erling Haaland, who, after his heroics against Tottenham, I think we can let him off for, having a bit of a weaker game against West Ham. Because, yeah, he did miss I can pick 2 chances that he really should have scored, to be fair. He did have 2 huge chances, but, it's alright. He scored the 2 against Tottenham when it really mattered, so I'm not complaining. But, yeah, decent game. Fingers crossed he's on fire and form against United, which he normally is. So I've got high hopes for keep an eye on Haaland in the final next week, because I think that's when he's going to really shine. And then I'm looking at the numbers here. Yeah, wow. I haven't actually looked at the ratings, but wow, we were on fire. Jeremy Doku, phenomenal. 8.2 match rating. He got an assist. Got the assist for Foden's second, I believe. Yeah, what a pass it was. It was an absolutely sensational assist. And yet, Jeremy Doku was a Premier League winner. That's his first ever trophy in his entire career. So, well done to Jeremy. Absolutely amazing. What a player he's been. I think he's been an incredible signing. I'm really, really happy with how he's just moulded into the team. He's something we've not seen for a while. Honest to God, I think he has the most dribbles in the Premier League this year. And, wow. He's lightning. It's like watching lightning on a football pitch. He's unreal. I can't wait for his end product to be even more defined than it is now. Because once that end product is nailed down, he is going to be terrifying. Because he already is terrifying for the opponents. When you see him, you can tell the struggle. Because wow. Just wow. Kevin De Bruyne, 8.3. I think he had a solid game. Solid game, to be fair. I mean, he got an 8.5 chances created, 6 shots. There was a couple of moments, where I feel like his passes could have been a bit better, but you know what? I think I'm really just being nitpicking. I don't care. The amount of chances he created was sensational. Haaland probably should have finished 1 or 2. But yeah, I thought Kevin was amazing. I think, he's helped us as much, since he's come back. That game was the turning point. Kevin's return was the turning point. 2-1 down to Newcastle. He comes on, scores and gets an assist. We win 3-2, and we just flew from there. So his return in January cannot be underestimated. That was the absolute turning point, that game. But yeah, so Kevin De Bruyne, phenomenal season. Considering he's only been fit for the second half of the season, it feels like he's been here the whole time when you look at his stats overall. Phil Foden, just player of the season, and rightly so. 2 goals. He's just... There's nothing else to really say. It's just like Kevin De Bruyne, but he reminds me of Kevin De Bruyne of the 21-22 season. That's sort of what this year's been. Kevin, that 2 years ago when we didn't have a striker, That's what Phil's been this season. We've had Haaland, but then we've had Phil as well scoring just as many. Absolutely incredible. But to score 2 goals within the first 20 minutes on an absolute crucial title-winning match that we had to win, that just shows. I mean, he scored after 73 seconds, 78 seconds? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I think he's going to turn up. I think the 2 players in the final, Foden and Haaland, them 2 always seem to turn up when it's Man United. So I've got high hopes. Because, I mean, with a better turn up, we've got no Gundogan to save us like last year. So, but no, I think Foden, him and Haaland, they're the 2 in this FA Cup final next week. Bernardo Silva, in what might have been possibly his last appearance at the Etihad, we're not sure. We say this every year and then he stays another year. But Bernardo might go in the summer. It might happen. But he got 2 assists today. Absolutely incredible player. Just such a special, underrated player in this in the Pep project. Because, yeah, he's just amazing to watch. The way he just links up. I mean, he got a 9 match rating, and rightly so. He's just sensational to watch. Just everything about the way he plays. He does not get the credit he deserves at all, Bernardo. He is something else. So yeah, fair play. 2 assists, amazing game as usual. He always turns up in the big games, Bernardo. I always think against the lower teams, you don't really see him as much, but against the top teams, the real Bernardo Silva comes out. And then Rodri. Rodri. Scored the goal in the 60th minute, the 3rd one to seal the title. As usual, whenever it's a big game, he'll pop up with a side-footed shot, slides it into the bottom corner. It's just a trademark at this point. Did it against Inter Milan, against Villa, today, just... Whenever the key moments, he will just side-foot it into that bottom right corner. Every single time. Without fail. And yeah, rightly so. Boom. He finishes the Premier League without losing a single game. He went unbeaten the entire season, Rodri did. Didn't lose a single Premier League match. I think, yeah, if you look, we lost 3 games in the Premier League this season, and he didn't play in any of them 3. Tell me that doesn't show his importance. Just incredible. If it wasn't Phil who was player of the season, it had to be Rodri. Josko Vardiol, again, brilliant. Wasn't really a game... I don't really think it was a really big game for the defence, to be honest, because I think they only had 1 or 2 chances. Yeah, I think they had 3 shots in the whole game, really. And the one was just that bicycle kick, which fair play to Kudus. That was just incredible, that bicycle kick. Came out of nowhere. But yeah, other than that, it just felt like we dominated the whole game. When we look at the stats, I'm convinced we had 70% possession. So defence didn't have to do much. So Gvardiol, solid. Akanji, solid. Diaz, solid. And then Kyle Walker, the captain. What a game. Kyle's got an absolute whole lot of stick this season. And, from the fan base, me included, I'm going to put my hands up. And you know what? Ultimately, he didn't deserve any of it. What a captain he's been. He's captained us to this. And, fair play. Fair play to him. Seeing him lift that trophy was emotional. And especially the words he said afterwards as well. It was something like, to have the honour of captaining us to the 4th consecutive title to break history or something. He said he'll cherish it forever. And rightly so, because, yeah, well done, Kyle, honestly. Moved from Tottenham all them years ago, and now he's won something like 18 trophies in the 6 years he's been here. So yeah, can't thank Carl enough. An amazing club captain. And then Ortega, Ortega didn't have to do much, either, really. I don't really think he could have done much for the bicycle kick. It was just a wonder goal that came out of nowhere for them. So I've got no complaints there. And just absolutely sensational. What a team. And that's the team that wins the title. Special credit to everyone that didn't play though. I think we're going to go through the rest of the team. We need to shout out the whole team. Nathan Ake, while Gvardiol was still getting his feet, Nathan was amazing the first half of the season, and yeah, just sensational. Because Josko came in the team, and I'll be honest, it was one of them where I could tell he was struggling to fit in, but Nathan just stayed as he can continue his best. While Josko was learning, and now Gvardiol is on his level. So, just incredible. And I think something like Nathan Ake, he's been here 4 years and he's won 4 league titles. So it's not bad. Mateo Kovacic, signing of the season. I'm going to say it. He's my signing of the season. You can have Doku, you can say Gvardiol, I don't mind, but Mateo Kovacic, signing of the season. The way he slipped into this team, and he just looks so loved. Whenever you heard the interviews afterwards at the full time, like during the celebrations, everyone said just how much they love him. Like Rodri was talking about how much he loves him. Jack Grealish was just saying he was just a lovely guy, and you can tell. There's that picture, the picture of Rodri and Kovacic leaping into each other's arms at the full time whistle. You can just tell Kovacic is just beyond loved, and and it's rightly so. I think he's just sensational. Absolutely loving to pieces, Kovacic. Scott Carson, he's always there for emotional support. Got kicked out of a nightclub at 4 a.m. last night. So, good on you, Scott. John Stones. It's a shame what happened to Stones. He seemed to sort of slip out of favour at the end of the season because we sort of went with this new sort of system. But you know what? Stones, he's always there. He's always going to be here. He's here next year. John Stones, amazing player. I think it's just because he got a bit injured towards the end and we couldn't really... It was a bit of a weird time for Pep to try and transition him back into the squad. So I think we'll see what Pep does. But, Stones has been sensational while he has been fit. So I've got no complaints there. Mateus Nunes, bit of an awkward one. He's played a lot of minutes. He got 2 assists, no goals in the league. I don't really have any complaints really. I mean, I think of the signings, he's obviously the weakest. I'm not going to go as far as say he's been a flop because he's not. He's a good player. Just give him time. There's something in him, and we just need to give Mateus Nunes time because I think he's a great player. I think we've got more. We're going to see a lot more of him in the next couple of seasons. But, fair play to him. It's a shame he didn't play more, but I think it's just... Well, you could tell he was struggling to fit in a lot more than the others were, like Doku, Gvardiol and Kovacic. But, decent player. I think we just need to give him time, like most things. It's very rare you see a player click in the first season, and we've seen Doku, Gvardiol and Kovacic all merge perfectly into the starting 11. So, he's just the one exception. But there's been plenty of players in the past we've seen, like Nunes, who struggle so much on their first year. Rodri hasn't lost a single game yet. His first season, it was a bit of a wobble. But just give him time, that's all I say, it's his first year. Rico Lewis, he can't be understated what he's done, I think he's been phenomenal, For a young lad, he's only 19, and he's got 2 Premier League titles. And I just absolutely love Rico Lewis to bits. He's such a good player. I hope we don't lose him. It's just he's one of them players that's doesn't complain about game time. He's a young lad, and you can just call on him whenever you want, and he'll be there and he'll put 100% in, and he'll just play like any other player. Absolutely incredible. So, love Rico. Jack Grealish, again, it seemed like he sort of slipped out of favour as well come the end of the season. And I think that was just purely, like I said, just purely tactical. It seemed like Jack was always the control guy on the left, and it seemed like instead of playing him there, we sort of went to just playing Kovacic instead, and we had Rodri and Kovacic rather than Rodri and Jack. That was the control. So I think we're going to see him bright and fit next season. I think Jack is the absolute life of this club, and just the love and spirit he brings is it's bar none. It's just the highest. So yeah, fair play to him. Not the strongest. He's definitely grown into the squad, Not as good as last year, but still, still our classic Jackie boy. I've got nothing to complain there. Now on to the most underrated player of this season. 39 appearances, I believe, and something like 32 goal involvements. Julian Alvarez. Why is this guy not being spoke about more? We bought him as a forward, and I'm pretty sure majority of the season he's played as an attacking midfielder, and he's got 32 goal involvements in 39 games. Where's his praise? Because that is ridiculous numbers. If he wasn't playing for City and he wasn't second fiddle to Haaland, he would be raved about to anyone. If he was at Liverpool instead of Darwin Núñez, if he was doing Darwin's job, we would not hear the end of him because he's amazing. If he was up front instead of Højlund for United, we would not hear the end of it. The numbers he's put up are superb, but he will not get a mention because of Haaland. But he is phenomenal. Just incredible. And what did we buy him for? Like 15 million from River Plate? On here it says his market value is 95 million. And we bought him for 15. Ridiculous. Oscar Bob. What a breakthrough season for him. You click on his thing, 1 goal in the Premier League for the young lad. And you know what? It's the most important goal of the entire season. That 90th minute winner against Newcastle, where his control on the ball looked like Messi when he scored that finish. When he finished that chance against Newcastle. 90th minute, away at St James's Park. Amazing ball from Kevin. And he puts it away. And that's his goal. That one moment. If he doesn't score that goal against Newcastle in January, we draw the game 2-2, take 2 points off us, Arsenal win the league. So, Oscar, what a breakthrough season for the young lad. How old is he? Yeah, he's 20. Youth Academy player, and breaks in and he scores arguably the most important goal back in January. We just didn't realise it at the time. Amazing. And then obviously we've got to compliment, the poor Edison, absolutely puts his life on the line. He's had a few injuries this season, but what a keeper he is. He's just not getting enough credit. 6 titles he's won now. I think he's broke a record, 6 Premier League titles, the most of any goalkeeper. And yeah, just incredible. The amount of times he puts his life on the line. I think he's been injured 4 times or something. Just because he puts his life for this club. And yeah, just superb. So yeah, hopefully he recovers his eye injury soon, because it's quite a nasty injury. So obviously he was never going to play the FA Cup final. Ortega was always going to play that. But fingers crossed he's back and fit, because, yeah. I mean, well, obviously he's going to be alright. It says here 14th of May. It's only something like a fractured eye socket, I think. So yeah, so hopefully he has a nice long rest. I'm not sure if he's playing with Brazil in the summer. I mean, he'll be fit for Brazil anyway, because it's not until like June. I think the Copa America might be in South America this summer, I'm not sure. But yeah, he's going to be alright. It's just a simple fracture of the eye socket, I believe. So yeah, but, he needs his flowers, Or him and Ortega both. Them two amazing keepers. And yeah, so that's the squad rundown. What a squad, Absolutely, everyone's had a part to play. Amazing. But I just think it's amazing that Ortega and Bob, the 2 least amount of minutes, of the squad, they're the 2 that produce the 2 most iconic moments. Bob's goal against Newcastle and Ortega's save against Son. They were the 2 title-defining moments, and it comes from the 2 of the most unlikely heroes. Just amazing to see. And as usual, yeah, let's have a look at the stats for the game like we do with anything else. And yeah, that sums it up. 71% possession, XG of 2, 28 shots against 3. That's a title-winning game, if I've ever seen one. Just superb. And that's it, yep. That's the Premier League for another year. 4 in a row. Just superb. Absolutely incredible. And we end on this is the exact same goal difference as Arsenal, when Arsenal were like 16 goal difference ahead. Absolutely amazing. Just amazing. And Jurgen's gone. Hallelujah. So yeah, what he's been a great rival, Jurgen. It is a little sad to see him go. But, we have to just wait and see what Slot does at Liverpool. Because at the minute, I'm not sure. I think it could just be City versus Arsenal. Because I can't see Slot coming into Liverpool and just chugging them to another title. Because I think they're losing Salah, Van Dijk. Liverpool are going to go through a big transition. But I think next year it's going to be another City versus Arsenal fight for the title. Will we do 5 in a row? Probably not, but who's to say? We've beaten Arsenal now, the last 2 years to the title, so we just have to wait and see. But 4 in a row, an amazing emotional achievement, just incredible. But the season is not done. We can't call it there. The players have been out having a party till 5 a.m. last night, but the season is not done. Another Manchester Derby FA Cup final awaits. It ended 2-1 last year. Just got to do the same again. That's it. But yeah, no, it'd be a lie to say I wasn't nervous. Because, yeah, anything can happen. It's a final and it's a derby. Anything can happen. But yeah, we just need to look forward to that. Just stay focused. Last game of the season. Just gotta win that. And we've won the double. and we'll become the first club to win back-to-back doubles. Premier League, FA Cup, Premier League, FA Cup. We'll be the first to do that if we can beat United on Saturday. So fingers crossed. Hopefully I think the players are back in training on Wednesday. They've got a couple of days off to recover from the party and stuff. But on Wednesday, we're going to get down, train, prepare for Saturday, and that's it. One more game to go. Well, we can say 0 in the Premier League. We've won that. But overall, 1 to go. Just 1 win awaits, and we've got just unbelievable. We will have achieved so much. 1 win to go. Come on, City.